Hey you, Archie here, and today we'll be going from this to this. And along the way we'll be gathering a ton of resources, including infinite gold, iron, emeralds and redstone. Now this video took over 100 hours to make, so if you'd like to like or subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's do this. And like any new world, the first thing we need to do is punch some wood and get some mining done. This allows us to make some basic tools, including stone pickaxe, so we can go and meet the local wildlife. Hi buddy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Hi Mr. Golem. Victory! Yes! Ooh, shiny stuff. Well, hello, beautiful. We must protect this village at all costs. Get in there, buddies. Stay safe. And I mean at any cost. And now I rest. And that brings to the end the first couple of days in this world. And on the next day I decided to go searching some shipwrecks, and after finding some fairly rubbish loot, we're able to get our hands on our first buried treasure map. Yar me hearties! Off to adventure we go! Yar! And with the first buried treasure, we were able to grab our first heart of the sea and some other cool loot, but with the third, we were able to snag our first diamonds of this world, which are pretty cool. Along the way, we also looted some ruined portals and some more villages, including grabbing some bookshelves here from this villager. Gonna be handy for enchanting setup. And all in all, we got all of these goodies. Not too bad for the first couple of days in this world, I'd say. So I've been busy creating a few farms here, so we'll have plenty of carrots, potatoes and sugarcane. These carrots are going to come in handy for the dual villager breeder we're about to build. So I've got a couple of farms ready for the villager breeders themselves, and we're just going to need to fit them with a couple of composters, one for each field. And from there we're going to collect a bunch of sand and smelt that up so we get some glass, which we're going to use to surround the fields, and eventually dig a trench for each field, which leads to a holding area for the baby villagers to grow up into adults. We're going to need a bunch of beds to entice breeding, and some way to get the adults out of the holding centre. Come on buddy, get into the boat and safely into your new enclosure. Here you go, have some food and get breeding, guys. Very nice, that's the villager breeder all done. Okay, the next plan is to build an iron farm, so we get all these materials which we're taking over to spawn so the farm will run continuously. As you can see, I've already done some levelling out of the terrain, so we're going to start off by building the killing chambers for the golems. This farm is by IanXO4, so if you'd like to check out a tutorial, there is one in the description. From here we're going to dig down to create a holding chamber for the villagers, which we will trap in using a couple of slabs and a trapdoor, pop some beds down ready for them, and then a boat to hold the zombie. Now all we need to do is finish off the killing chamber, so we're going to hoe the ground here, pop a couple of water buckets down so the golems are funneled to the middle, and then we just need to create a lava trap to kill off the golems so we can collect all of their goodies. Right villagers, onwards, onwards to iron. Your jobs are very important and you won't be paid at all. But you will have my eternal gratitude for all the iron you shall produce. Yes, onwards to the cobblestone and dirt path of glory. Yes, glory, glory to all. Now Gerald, I know you want to be free with the other villagers, but this job is not in your particular skill set, so you keep your beautiful face safe here, okay? Ooh, things always get hairy when it turns to night. But we need your recruitment for the iron industries. Thank you, we're very grateful for your volunteer. And we already have golems. Nope, too many volunteers. Too many. Okay, okay, second volunteer. Stay there. Stay there. Wait a minute, you're not in the designated area. Come here, you. Nope. Oh. Revenge. Revenge. Yes. Now let's level out this area a bit more to prevent that happening. And it's looking successful. I think we have an iron farm. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry. I'll go and AFK your farm. And after a night of AFK, let's see what we got. Just over 9, well about 9 stacks of blocks. That's not bad going, I'm happy with that. Okay, oh no, we've had a bit of a disaster. I was AFKing the villager breeder at the same time as the iron farm, and well, I've had to shut it off because things got a bit haywire. So I guess I'm making a trading hall next. Let's get to it. And that's the trading hall done. So down this road we've got weaponsmiths, toolsmiths, armorsmiths, and on the other side we've got some farmers. On the next row we've got a bunch of librarians covering every max level enchant book that you could want. So that's brilliant. And then on the final row we've got a cleric villagers as well. We've got the bookcases ready for the enchanting setup. So now it's just a matter of getting an enchanting table. But first of all, let's go and get ourselves some armour. So we're going to pick up the boots, leggings, chest plate, and the helmet from this villager here. Over here we're going to collect an axe, a shovel and a pickaxe, and then of course we're going to need a sword as well. Better grab some obsidian, so we're ready for the enchanting table, and with those 2 diamonds, a book and a few obsidian, we've got our enchanting table set up all complete. Let's see what we got. Not great. I think I'm going to have to spend some time with the villager librarians to get some better enchants. And here we go. Fully enchanted tool setup. Fully enchanted armour setup, so we're ready for bigger and badder things, which I guess means we're headed to the Nether. Okay, let's finish up this Nether portal and light it. And, well, yes, we're going in. Okay. Well, can't be that bad, really. And you know what? It's not that bad. Although you can go away. And bye-bye. Let's have a walk through this warp forest. You know what? This is quite nice. This is less nice. And this is pretty awful. You're out of here. Tunneling through the Nether. I hate the Basal Delta. And there's the fortress. Here we go. And a terrible fortress. We made it in. Get out of here, Skelly. And let's block that off so none of you can sneak up behind me. There's the spawner. And we'll just take out a few of these before heading back home. You know what? That wasn't too bad, really. Expected that to go so much more poorly, but we seem to have made it out alive. I'll take it. Okay, so I got some ender eyes from the cleric villagers. Let's head off to the stronghold. And of course I've got a walking montage for you. Look at him go. All across the valleys and the hills. Oh, he's throwing an ender pearl. And he's going into the lake. Is he? Yeah, straight into the river. And up this hill. And oh, it looks like he's found it. He's found it. So naturally, we dig straight down. And there's the stronghold. I spy. And there's the portal room. Get out of here, silverfish. Get out of here. Now we just need a few ender eyes. And we're in the end. Ah, bridging over the void. Super fun. Come on, you brutes. Let's do this. There she is. Firstly, we've got to take out the ender crystals. So here's number one. There's number one. Number two. Number three. And number 4. 5. And I think we better pillar up to this one. Boom. Boom. And there goes number 8. I think things are going pretty well. We go again. We go again. Come on. Revenge is going to be sweet. And there's the next one, and one more to go. Boom. Right, to war we go. 2, 3. Perfect marksmanship. Perfect marksmanship. Look at this. We're going for bullet time. Oh. And smack right in the eye. Just one more to go. Come on. Yes, we did it. We did it. We freed the end. We freed the end. Now, get some of this lovely XP. And before we head back to the overworld, let's grab the dragon egg. Got a few more things I want to do before we head to the end cities. Pop down a torch. And there we go. We have the next generation. And we head on home. Okay, the first thing I want to do is build a slime farm, so we're going to head down to the mines and do some cobblestone mining. We're also going to head over to an amethyst geode for some amethyst shards, and we're going to collect some powdered snow for the killing chamber. We're also going to need a ton of brown mushroom to go in on the spawning platforms themselves. So we're going to be heading over to the swamp for this farm and clearing out a bunch of trees ready for the farm itself. This farm is designed by Ilmango, and once again I'll be putting a link to the tutorial in the description. Obviously going to start off with a storage system and the killing chamber for the slimes, which will freeze in the powdered snow. We're going to use an iron golem to lure the slimes over to that killing chamber, and then we're basically just building out a platform, using the amethyst shards to create some tinted glass which will allow us to look into the farm, and then it's going to all be covered over the top to make sure the light level stays at the 1 that the brown mushrooms will produce. Therefore we'll only get slime in this farm and we won't get any other mobs. Fingers crossed, obviously. Well, I've been doing some AFKing at the farm and unfortunately we have a dead golem. I'll have to do some testing and see what's gone wrong here. Well, it looks like we have the culprit, skeleton and a missing brown mushroom. Gonna have to rectify that. But in the meantime, it looks like we've made some slime balls. Okay, we're going to be moving swiftly on to a raid farm which has been designed by IanXO4. Again, I'll put a link in the description to the video. This is a super powerful farm which will give us unlimited emeralds, redstone and gunpowder, and it's also pretty easy to build with lava casting doing a lot of the work for you. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy the time lapse with a bit of music. Okay, so we need to get 4 villagers into place. I've managed to snag one, so let's get him in. Come on, buddy. Get up the chute. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. And let's put a composter in here. And come on, buddy. Go and see the composter. You know you want to. You want to be a farmer. Yeah. Yeah. Go on. Go on. You got it. Okay. Now enjoy your ride. Ooh, there he goes. Ah! Okay, well, he made it safely. I'm going to get more villagers. Okay. After a hell of a lot of work, we've got 4 villagers in. Let's have a look. Here's number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. So let's finish off the farm. So I've added a pretty basic impulse SV sorter to the farm, and I think you could tell the kelp has some sort of message for you. Interesting. But anyway, we're going to go and quickly get ourselves some bad omen at a pillager outpost, and then we're going to give this farm a test. And from the looks of these drops, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Plenty of emeralds. Right, before we head back into the end, I want to do some prep for a Shulker Farm. So first of all, we got some nether wart, which I managed to get from the nether. Then I've also got a plugin from Vanilla Tweaks that allows me to use wool to unpack as string. And finally, we're going to harvest a ton of bamboo. This is all in the effort to craft a ton of scaffolding. Right, here we go again, back to the end. Firstly, let's farm some ender pearls. Come here, give me your juicy pearls. And we'll pillar up to the gateway and just head straight on through. Oh man, that was close. Oof. Ooh. Oh, but there's an end city over there. We'll come back to that for the farm. Bridging over the void again. Yay. And here's an end city with a ship. Perfect. Come on, Shulkers, fight me! Fight me! Ooh, pretty loot. And whoa, this is a bit higher. Cheeky enderpearl over to the ship. And nab my first elytra. Let's take flight. And immediately find 2 more cities with ships. Perfect. Nab another cheeky elytra. And we'll head back to the original city. Okay, Shulker Farm time. Now this farm is designed by a guy called BlazeDo, who I will provide a link for in the description. This farm is just so incredibly powerful, and I highly recommend that everyone who can builds a Shulker Farm in their world. They're just so invaluable ever since they were added to Minecraft. Totally worth the time and effort to get this done and ready. Okay, now all we need to do is actually get a shulker in the farm. So let's bridge up to the farm itself and build a rail network going down from it all the way to the shulkers. Come on guys, be reasonable. Yes! Got one in. Perfect. Oh, how cool is this? Okay, let's just hope he goes straight into the farm. Come on, 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 come on. Perfect. And the farm looks like it's working great. So I think it's time that we do a bit of AFK. And within 15 to 20 minutes we got this many. I mean, how cool is that? Perfect. Okay, we've got a ton of farms, but everyone needs a home to go to, so let's grab a ton of wood including oak, birch, acacia and spruce, and then we're going to head to the Nether to grab some warped wood as well. Before heading to the desert for sandstone, we're also going to grab some red sand and a couple of varieties of terracotta to take with us. Now, on the way to grab some mud, we happened to come across a fossil, which I thought was really cool because I've never actually seen one in survival. But anyway, we grabbed some mud and then we headed back home. And these are all of the materials that I've gathered. It took a hell of a lot of time to get this together, but this is going to be for the home, the interior, and the terraforming outside of it, so there's lots to be done. But you know what, this is going to be a lot of fun, so let's get into it, shall we? Grab a cuppa, let's go. And that's the build, and I have to admit I'm really happy with this. I wanted an elven feel, but I wanted something really colourful and vibrant, not that standard quartz and magenta, something a little bit different. I think I've achieved that. We have some other stuff to do, but we'll be back for terraforming and interiors later on. Okay, so the next plan is a magma farm, and for that we need to head to the nether ceiling. So, first of all, we're going to build a portal here at spawn, and make sure to take down the cords for it. Now we're lighting it up without going through, and heading back to our original nether portal with some ladders and ender pearls. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll respond to as many of them as I possibly can. Right, we're back at the original nether portal. Let's head on through and head to as high an area as we can get to before scaffolding up to the ceiling. Let's dig straight up, I'm sure nothing could go wrong. And there's a bedrock block at Y127, so we're going to put some ladders up to it, and then if we grab our ender pearls out of our inventory, we can ender pearl through in 3, 2, 1, go. Nailed it. We're on the bedrock roof. Excellent. So we're going to build a nether portal to connect to the one at spawn. Light that up, head on through, make sure it's all connected properly. And it is, so we have access to the nether roof. Excellent. And this is where we're going to build the farm in the basalt delta, and these are all the resources that we're going to need to build the farm. So let's do it. And for this magma farm I went with a design by Leg6, which again will be linked in the description. This is in a lot of ways very similar to the slime farm from earlier in that we're building a lot of spawning platforms using iron golems to lure the magmas in this case into a killing chamber, For this killing chamber we're using sweet berries. Now the farm is designed with wither roses, but I couldn't get a hold of them at the moment, so the sweet berries will have to do. Essentially I'm building this farm because a gold farm needs a lot of magma, and there's no way I am searching the whole nether for tons of magma. So this farm is going to do the job for me, which will be perfect. I'm really happy with the results of this magma farm, but unfortunately this is just not enough for the gold farm, so I'm going to have to AFK here again. In the meantime, let's get a ton of obsidian and a ton of stone. Visit our librarians for a load of glass and chop down loads of spruce trees before heading over to some turtles to grab their turtle eggs. These are my babies now. And with that, we've got all these resources ready for the gold farm, so let's get into this. Now this farm is designed by Dash Pump, so I will be putting a link in the description. First of all, we've got to start off by stacking a ton of obsidian way up into the nether. I never want to see another obsidian in my life. But I have to admit, going down these trapdoors is pretty fun. Hot magma, hot magma. I'm kidding. I've got Frostwalker boots. I am selectively genius in very select areas. And with that, we're going to stack all that magma way up high. This is an absolutely gigantic farm, but it's going to get us some wonderful rates, and we're going to hop it all off with some spawn proofing so we don't have to worry about ghasts in the future. Right, let's head on through to the overworld so we can build the bridge portion of this farm. Now, the bridge is essentially two massive water columns that will take the piglins from the bottom nether portal all the way to the top, where a second nether portal will take them to the killing chamber. During the time, they will be ready to go straight through to the second nether portal, and they will be pushed through via this slime pusher. Now, unfortunately, a lot of my footage for this build got corrupted, so here's a nice cinematic of the farm in use. I used it for about 10 to 15 minutes, and in a moment you'll see the results, which I'm pretty happy with. As far as the sorter goes, I built a fairly basic impulse sorter with 3 slots for the gold ingots and the rest for the gold nuggets. Overall, the results speak for themselves. 10 to 15 minutes of AFK to get this much gold is pretty awesome. Once I get some beacons, we could do this for longer. Now, every good gold farm needs a bartering farm, so I built this one designed by Chapman, but unfortunately a lot of my footage got corrupted, so rather than give you this madness, I decided a nice cinematic of the farm in use would be better suited. Again, really happy with this, and that's farm number 9 done and dusted. And because we like round numbers, here's farm number 10, which is a simple honeycomb farm that I designed myself. It's all based around the fact that comparators give off a redstone level of 5 when a bee nest is full, and I've been using these slabs to help ladder up the redstone to the top to power these dispensers, which will be going into the bees' nests. Oh no, the bees! The bees! Okay, let's just finish this farm. Well, that's not good. Okay, I simplified things. I got rid of the blocks at the top here, got rid of the repeaters, and we put some blocks underneath, and there's no more issues, so it's cheaper, more effective, and we're actually getting honeycomb in the farm now. Right, the home is complete, but I think we need to add to the exterior some trees, a well, some paths, so let's get into this. Okay, I'm really happy with how that's turned out. I think the exterior's come together really well. We have one issue though. The inside is looking a little bit sparse at the moment. I think we need to sort out an interior. So let's get to it. Okay, the interior is all ready, so let's have a look around. So in the entrance hall we've just got some storage down here. And over on the left here we've got a little office area with a nice fireplace and the lounge. Over the other side we've got a kitchenette and a tool station, things like crafting table, etc. all down here. And then if we go up the stairs, oh boy, this is a long climb up to the very top of the tower. But once we reach the top, you'll be able to see we've set up a little enchanting station. It's probably not going to get used, but it's handy anyway. And then if we head out onto the balcony, we've got a little sort of dining area here. And some pretty nice views out to the sea and far beyond. Now if we come into here, this is the master bedroom with a nice 4-poster bed and a little dressing room area around the back here. And then if we head up the ladder at the back of this bedroom, we got our attic storage area. Now I haven't decided between upstairs and downstairs, but either one will be handy. And with that said, let's have a quick shaders look at the completed house. Thank you so much for watching. Do all the cool things, like, comment, subscribe and tell your friends about this video. Thank you again, take care of yourselves, have a splendid day. Archie out.